I've always wanted to find out not only what it takes to be a professional footballer, but also what it takes to be the best. I'm going to discover how you can get those marginal gains that will give you the edge to be the best. This time on Control, I've travelled to St George's Park. These facilities are at the heart of technical enhancements within English football, so I've been given access to meet with the England blind football team. This group of guys not only need to have great speed, strength, stamina, but also excellent awareness. And it's this aspect that I'm going to focus on in this episode. So awareness, you think of some of the great players, some of the legends, Maradona, Pelé, just the top players have got such an incredible awareness, knowing what the space they're in, knowing the players that are around them, it's just having that at all times. These guys are taking it to a whole nother level, they can't see. I can't even get my head around what that must be like.
Express yourselves, well, depress yourselves. Movement, no room for improvement. Animal, mammal, reptile, human.
At the moment we've got England and Germany warming up. To be honest, even just seeing this is pretty incredible. Look at the control that they've got. Taking the ball. I can't even believe it's this good and the game hasn't even started yet. Wow.
The game is a five-a-side game. It's a derivative of futsal, but the only difference is with the futsal that we've got the sideboard, so the ball keeps in play the whole time. We've got four totally blind outfield players on each team. A goalkeeper who's fully sighted.
I defend the futsal goal, it's a 3x2, but the difference with futsal and this is I have to stay in a very small area. It's 5 yards wide and 2 metres long. I'm not allowed to come out of that area, so it's very difficult for me to close the angles.
The ball, it's size 3 futsal ball. The only adaptation is it's got metal ball bearings inside that rattle about, so it's constantly making a noise, and that's how the players locate it. And we have coaches outside the halfway line and behind the goal we're attacking, so it helps us to triangulate our position on the pitch.
I'm constantly communicating to the players, giving them cues of where the ball's going, telling them to go left or right, how many players are in front of them, trying to give them that picture in their mind of what's going on in front of them.
Well, as you get closer towards the side of the pitch, you can see the boards there. You can get echolocation off where the boards are and stuff like that.
You've got to have a real good idea of where you're on the pitch.
So awareness is probably one of the key things for you guys.
Yeah,
knowing,
there's no point.
Knowing where obviously you are in relation to the pitch, and then knowing where your other players are and
The
your
spatial
opponents.
awareness and the communication are the two fundamentals, really.
I've been joined by Jeff. Jeff, great to see you. Thanks for coming.
Hi.
So obviously we're here at St George's Park, amazing place. Tell us a little bit about what your role is here.
Yeah, I'm the performance director for Great Britain Disability Football. First of all, I think what really impresses me is their spatial awareness. They'll be on a pitch and they know if when somebody comes into their area, they know that somebody's there. They know when they run at speed that they can change direction and they can go past people. They're just the same as any other elite sportsman or any other elite player. They only get as good as they are because they practice.
Any key tips that are going to help me if I'm going to have a go at maybe trying this for the first time today?
Yeah, well, I think what's really important, that first of all, you don't try to do too much. And what you've got to try and develop, because you won't have any sight, you've got to really try and develop your listening skills. And I think the best thing for you, really, what you need to do is your blindfold, have a go.
Let's do it.
Okay, this is your left post.
Yeah.
This is your right post. And I'm central, okay? So whenever you're ready, yes, yes. Yeah, well done. Yeah, he's doing all right. Yeah, as I said, if he loses his sight, he might have a chance. Keep it nice and tight in your feet. Sit good, keep coming. Well done there, you're 8 metres. Keep coming. 6 and shoot. And just stop there. So when, like it's in a football game, in a mainstream game, because your body position was facing, your foot was facing the way the ball went.
That's what I shot.
Yeah, you need to be more square on. Right, we'll give it a go again.
Yeah, try again.
That's good, keep coming, good. You're going slightly off to your left-hand side, straighten up a bit. Right, you're 8 metres, foot on, shoot. We had David Beckham who did this with the squad, and he was just a touch better than you.
Really?
Just a touch? Yeah, you travelled the ball a little bit better than him.
Really?
So you can say that you travel better than David Beckham.
But he finished better?
Yeah.
First ever experience of watching blind football live. Very physical. You would think that because they can't see they're going to take it more easy, but I'll tell you something, they are totally committed. So one of the key points here that I really feel has come out just from watching half an hour or so is communication. They're constantly telling each other where to go. The keeper's directing instructions. And actually, when I think about sighted football, professional sighted football, you think of some of the players like Gerrard and Lampard are very vocal. And it's definitely made me think about football in a new way.
It needs to be, very clear, and it needs to get, they need to understand it. So different players understand the game in different ways. Some players have had sight and then lost the sight. Other players have been blind since they've been born. So some players understand certain cues because they've played football before. Other players wouldn't understand. So you need to break it down and know each one of your players. And that takes time and many years.
So I've set myself a little challenge. I'm going to try and dribble the ball down, get to about 8 yards out and then shoot. But I'm going to try and stay on this blue line as much as possible. Obviously I'm going to be blindfolded. But I'll give it a go, see how it goes. Listening for that rattle, that's all you got to do. Am I there? To be honest, it's making me realise that what they're doing out there is pretty incredible. Obviously they've had a bit more practice than I have, but I am a long way behind. What they're doing out there is incredible.
Now,
Absolute crack of a goal. Number 2 for England is unbelievable. Congratulations boys, well done.
Cheers.
1-0 win. Just tell me a little bit about how you felt the game was.
Yeah, it was a tough physical game to start with. We didn't really get our passing game going and our interplay going in the first half.
It was bloody hard work. The ball was like up and down. It was a real high tempo game.
I've been having a little bit of a practice over the back as well while you guys in the second half. I did score 1 goal at one point.
With the keeper in on that.
Well, to be fair, I said there's 1 goal, but yeah, it was a full-size goal.
They're able to feel where people are. They're able to sense where people, if people's maybe closing them down, maybe getting a little bit tighter to them than other players. The best players have the awareness that someone's close to them and then will do a trick on the ball to actually make it sound as though the ball's going one way, yet they go the other way.
So exactly the same as in sighted football.
Definitely, yeah.
And it's just trying to create that space in that way.
Without a doubt, yes.
Great day here at St George's Park. I've had an amazing time. Fantastic to meet the English blind football team. What an experience that was. I've learnt loads about awareness and actually how communication goes hand in hand with that. To see more control, subscribe to Copper 90.
What do you think the goal is now? Yeah, which direction do you think the goal is?
That way.
Take your blind off, hold off.
Oh wow. That's not ideal, is it? I haven't got the best sense of direction. To be fair, there is a goal that way. It's just not the one I was running for.